Nice to see you.
You too, you too.
Congratulations on this.
Thank you.
I'm a little geeked out right now. I gotta be honest with you. I lean into superhero movies to begin with.
Yeah.
But there's something about this movie that made me, like, for a moment, forget everything, feel like I was 12 years old again. And I kind of want you to be Shazam.
Yes, thank you. Good. I mean, that's, I think, ultimately what we're shooting for. We want people to get lost in it. I think that's one of the great things about movies. There's an escapism. You get to step into another world, at least temporarily, and feel whatever message and tone and vibe you can get from that, and maybe a little bit of a departure from some of the crap that's going on in the world. There's a lot of stuff that we can get overburdened with, and to go feel joy for an hour and a half is a pretty great thing.
Well, this movie outlifts most movies in crap removal. I completely.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Disappeared completely.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you have a favorite moment in this where you go, God, I wish like the kid me could see me doing this now?
All of it. Shooting lightning from my hands, flying, the super speed, all of the. You know, honestly, I think the comedy was probably my favorite of all of the stuff that we got to do. Our director, David Sandberg, really gave us, a lot of room to explore those characters and create them, and to play a character that's so quixotic and exuberant, and get to be the kid in me that very rarely as an adult do you ever get that opportunity. So,
well, give me an example of a scene that we're watching where, it was great on paper, but you elevated the pages because you guys just disappeared into that moment of comedy.
When I caught the bus. There was a lot of dialogue in there about me being excited about catching the bus, but there was also there was a lot of stuff where the people were coming off the bus and there wasn't, and so I was just there just riffing, just saying, sorry about your bus. I mean, I don't. It was a genius thing in the moment, I'm sure, but
no, it's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It's brilliant.
Thanks. Yeah, it's all of that stuff was super fun because I was just asking about, what would a 14-year-old be saying to these people, even though they don't know he's 14.
It touches on all kinds of nerves, like when we're kids, like our kid crushes.
Yeah.
Does it take you back to the OC, your original crush?
OC, I've never heard that term.
I just made that up.
You just made that up, coined it. No, I don't think so. They never did that for me, but certainly is all the wish fulfillment on every level. I mean, the movie's about wish fulfillment, about the kid and all of us getting to be that superhero. But I was that kid. I still am that kid. I am that adult actor who always wanted to be a superhero, portray one. So it's just wish fulfillment on top of wish fulfillment on top of wish fulfillment.
Have you seen any of the merch yet? Any of the merch?
I have seen it. I've seen some of the merch. I own some of the merch.
Really?
Yep.
Are you prepared for the onslaught of relatives you didn't even know you had calling you during the holidays and birthdays?
They've been doing that for years, sir. They were waiting for Shazam. They're like, what else can we get? No, we're kidding. No, my family's lovely, and they've been very, very supportive. And
it's been happening since your high school days in Greece. They're telling you, hey, do you know John Travolta?
You're like, no, it's the middle school theater. What are you talking about? The merch is crazy. That I have an action figure, and by the way, that it looks pretty like me,
eerily so.
Yeah, smarmy eyebrow. The only thing that's not true about is that they have one eyebrow up. I can't even do that. I have to do it I can't do the rock thing. I can't do the. Doesn't work.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks, man.
This movie, 20 years from now, people will still be saying, my favorite movie is Shazam.
I hope so.
I
hope so. You too.
First of all, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. I'm so freaking jealous of you two.
Yeah, good.
I want to be young again. I want to be in a movie like this.
I would be jealous too, but don't need to be because I...
What purpose would that serve? Because you are you.
I am me.
Right.
You're Jack Dylan Grazer. That's the message of the movie. Be yourself, kids.
In essence, I sit here just to say congratulations. This is an amazing movie. It makes me feel like I'm a kid again. It makes me want to scream to people, go see this movie, and that's what I do for a living. I tell people to go see movies. So see this movie.
See it! See it! In cinemas, April 5th.
Exactly. It's funny you should say in cinemas. Everybody's watching on every size screen these days, but you need to see this on the biggest screen possible.
Yes. IMAX. It's going to IMAX as well.
We need to see it on IMAX. We haven't seen it on IMAX yet. Only our director has. So.
Despite your youth, neither of you are exactly rookies. However, isn't it still kind of cool to see yourself on specifically that IMAX screen, to see yourself 80 feet tall?
And especially when it's a superhero movie. Because I think one of my ultimate dreams was to be in a superhero movie, let alone DC, because I've idolized the DC universe my entire life, the entirety of my life. Batman was like my ultimate favorite. He still is my ultimate favorite.
Yeah,
person.
right.
So to be a part of that universe alongside all these amazing superheroes and just say that I'm a part of it is just, it's crazy.
What I love about this movie is the humor. Talk about the day on the set that despite running the scene a billion times, even at the end of the day when you were like craft services, you're laughing about what you had just laid down.
Oh. Well, we had a lot of improv. I think maybe the scene with Darla, we had a lot of fun,
that's a fun one.
with Faith.
Faith.
We had a lot of
Which
fun.
one was that?
Me and you just had a lot of fun at school.
Yeah, a lot of fun at school. A lot of pranks from Jack.
Oh yeah, I got him with some
Baby powder.
baby powder.
Yeah.
Wait, give me the backstory. Just fill this
Why don't you
in.
tell the story?
I don't really know the story.
How did this go down?
Oh, well, you did it, so you have to know.
So basically, we were in the foster house. We were in the anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and I went up to him. No, there was baby powder next to him. He was talking to someone. I said, "Hey, Asher, look, baby powder." And I didn't mean. I thought it would just go up, but it went all over his wardrobe, and I ran.
Then what'd you do?
I just ran.
You just ran.
And he stood there like, "I did this." It was funny.
That's
Poor
pretty
guy.
much the way I behave
Poor
in
guy.
everyday life. I run away from anything that I've done wrong.
Never got caught.
Jeez. Now that you've seen it on a big screen, what's the moment in time? Because a lot of different layers get filled in after you guys do your work. What's the scene that blew you away?
I mean, there were multiple scenes that blew me away. I think it was most of the stuff with Jack and Zach. That's.
Oh, yeah, the training montage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, the training montage.
Another thing that was on my bucket list was to be in a training montage and to be the sensei in the training montage. So
He's Yoda.
yeah, I'd rather be the trainer than the trainee.
You've done it all.
Yeah.
Have you completed everything? Are you done?
I could check off so many things off this bucket list of things. One of which is to be interviewed by such a great interviewer. So
Anybody? Well, why am I getting this all of a sudden? Now I get that.
Now you
well, thank you.
I think the fact that you've got something that has so much fun, that idea of being a kid in an adult's body and all the gags and kind of fun that comes with that, plus
Right.
the kind of quite scary stuff that's in there, as well as the sort of core, the heart of the movie, which is about family, I think it makes for a pretty satisfying movie.
Speaking of the scary stuff, as the bad guy, you're so good in it. I don't think I'm plot spoiling, but are you afraid that little kids are going to come up to you on the street and kick you in the shin?
Well,
Or
they're
scare-
welcome to try.
Okay, all right. Do you have a favorite moment? Like, obviously, much of this has to be completed in CG, but I see a lot of practical in here. Is
Yeah.
there a moment that one of your more exciting days on set?
The practical element actually was the flying, that we had to be able to fly and fight at the same time, and we had an incredible stunt team who trained us and took us through all of this stuff. I mean, it wasn't just vertical, it wasn't just harnesses that lifted you up and down. It
Sure.
was a machine that enabled you to fly and roll and land and take off and dip and do all of this kind of stuff, and you have to be pretty fit for that. And also, we had to do that. We had to go through it. So there are the scenes you see Zach and I hanging onto each other and punching the hell out of each other. We
Right.
did those whilst rolling through the air in this big blue warehouse. So you had to be pretty fit. And but it was really fun.
And we see, 3-4 minutes of that. That represents like a 12-hour day, and those harnesses, they can fit kind of snug.
Yeah. No, the fight sequences went on for weeks.
Yikes.
All day, every day for weeks.
Is there a part of this movie that's just more rewarding to you just by the emotion of it, the level it plays? Because the acting in this, like you said, the heart that it hits is as pure as anything Shakespearean.
Movie making is alchemy, really, isn't it? It's like you don't really know how your ingredients are going to work until you've put them all together. But what I found when I came out of the movie is I felt incredibly satisfied that all those ingredients really balanced each other out. So, there is a story that moves you, and there is a bad guy that you're genuinely, scared of. There are a couple of really scary sequences in there which come from David's horror film background, the director's horror film background.
Right.
And the fun element was even kind of more irreverent than I thought it was going to be. So the balance of all of those things, I think, is what I really enjoyed.
And this is going to be a huge hit. I'm never wrong on this. It's going to be a huge hit, an instant classic that is watched over and over again.
I hope so.
How rewarding is that part, knowing that, people parade in rooms like this, and sometimes you can tell they're going, well, you made a movie, didn't you?
Yeah,
But just the genuine enthusiasm coming from this
well,
side.
that's great to hear. Thank you very much. I mean, it's wonderful to be involved with something that you think people will genuinely enjoy. And like I say, it's alchemy, whether it's TV, theatre, film, all of this stuff that we're doing, these stories that we're telling. You never know that they're going to work. You never know that people are going to relate to them, and you never know that they're going to work out. And that's why we keep chasing it, I think, because the elements that go into making all of these things are so disparate. Occasionally, the alchemy works, and I hope with this one it does.
I can't wait till I'm sitting opposite you saying, "Hey, Shazam 2, it's great." Good to see you again. Thanks for your time.
And you.
Hey, what'd you think? Make sure you hit like.
You know you love it, so you want to subscribe.
And turn on that post notification bell.
Ding!
Hey, we got some more videos over here. Check these out. And again, subscribe. Until you subscribe, we're going to sit here and look like our doppelganger tethered souls from Us.
I blinked. I'm sorry, guys.
I know, that's all I got.